Hi, it's August 26th. Today is my mother's birthday. Happy birthday, Mom, if you're listening. And today's reading is not from the day, it's from Language of Letting Go on February 8th. So, it's about letting go of guilt. Feeling good about ourselves is a choice. So is feeling guilty. When guilt is legitimate, it acts as a warning light, signaling that we're off course. Then its purpose is finished. Wallowing in guilt allows others to control us. It makes us feel not good enough. It prevents us from setting boundaries and taking other healthy action to care for ourselves. We may have learned to habitually feel guilty as an instinctive reaction to life. Whoa. Now we know that we don't have to feel guilty. Even if we've done something that violates a value, extended guilt does not solve the problem, it prolongs the problem. So make an amend, change a behavior, then let guilt go. Let guilt go. Today, God, help me become entirely ready to let go of guilt. Please take it from me and replace it with self-love. And it's good not to stay in guilt. And yes, sometimes you do things wrong. And it's kind of about meaning what you say and saying what you mean, like we talked about yesterday. When I am honest about something I did or didn't do that I feel guilty about. When I come to the table and I take responsibility for my behavior, I don't feel the guilt anymore. I feel clean. I feel like honest, like I'm not lying. It doesn't eat me up. I'm not constantly worried. Because when I'm all caught up in guilt and worry and shame and embarrassment, I am no good to anybody. I am totally self will, self, self, self. And when I am constant, and that doesn't mean that self care isn't important, because self care is important. Part of self care is showing up for yourself, and how you show up for yourself when you do something wrong and how you heal so you don't have that guilt is to take responsibility and change that behavior. And that doesn't mean going and saying you're sorry necessarily. Making amends doesn't necessarily mean apologizing straight to that person. And it can, but it also could mean I just changed my behavior and I take responsibility for it to myself. And I tell myself, or I journal about it, or I call a friend and admit, man, I was grouchy today and I snapped at the Dunkin' Donuts person and I feel so bad. And what you can do next time is be nice, right? Change your behavior. You don't have to feel guilty about it. We all make mistakes. We all have lots going on. We all have good days and bad days. But holding on to guilt is just like worry, holding on to worry. And for me, those things tend to come together, right? When I'm feeling guilty, it puts me into worry that people aren't going to like me. And it's this like jerky fish that just keeps pulling me. It's like dragging me on the bottom of the ocean because I'm drowning in guilt and worry. And when I do that, I am no good for anybody. I can't help my friends. I can't help my family. I can't help myself. There is zero self-care in feeling guilty or feeling uh, worrying. There's zero self-care. All you're doing is draining your energy. It's like draining you when you do that, because it's so weird how that kind of stuff can really affect you physically when you are constantly having that app run in the back of your head, like, oh gosh, I did this and I feel bad and so mad and blah 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 blah. And you're not responsible for other people's feelings. You're responsible for yourself and your own behavior. When I take responsibility for how other people feel, I'm in trouble. When I take responsibility for other people being mad and their reactions, it's not mine. It's theirs. And I don't need to carry other people's weight. I have enough of my own going on. I have enough of life going on. I don't need to carry other people's. And when I stay away and stay out of that lane, stay out of the lane of guilt and worry, I take responsibility for my behavior. I own it. I make a plan, or I take a step to not do it again, I'm in good shape. I'm in way better shape. I'm ahead of the ball. So take responsibility. It's so freeing. It's one of the tenets of my program, and it has been the, oh, it is so freeing. And I want you to have freedom today. And I hope you have a good day. That's all I have. I will be back tomorrow. Again, this helps me very much. Thanks for coming and listening and being a part of my journey and allowing me to be a part of yours. So have a wonderful, wonderful week. Happy Monday.